What's up everyone, it's me again, welcome back to my channel. This video is all about MIDI effect plugins that I like and also a MIDI app that I just fell in love with and I had to share it with you. The first MIDI effect plugins that I'm gonna talk about are coming from my good old friend Plugin Guru, as you can see, ModMate and ShowMidi, and they are both cross-platform. So there is a Windows and there is a Mac version. They're incredibly useful plugins, and we'll discover them together. On top of that, I would like to talk to you about another piece of Mac software for you Mac users on the go with just your MacBook trackpad, and you need to get things done. Sometimes you have a small MIDI keyboard and you're looking for a solution to input MIDI data. And Audioswift is just for you. It's not, of course, this is not free, and we'll see that in a minute. It costs a bit of money, but it's really inexpensive, really damn cheap when you see the results that you can reach with this kind of application. But let's get back to the Plugin Guru plugins to start things off, as they are cross-platform, and you know that I like cross-platform applications. These plugins were made by the one and only Shane Dunn, who is a very happy Plugin Guru customer and who fell in love with my latest collection of patches for Omnisphere, available now on pluginguru.com. And the latter uses 4 MIDI CC to control your patches instead of just the mod wheel. So he had the idea of creating this incredibly useful piece of software called ModMate. This is really a dream come true for someone like me, and this is going to be extremely useful for all the media composers working with lots of contact instruments. I mean, for me, this is a must. This is something you should absolutely own, and I will show you why in a second. To start things off, I opened an instance of Omnisphere, so I'm going to show you what it does. Let's open a volume-free patch, just for the sake of it. A very nice one. Well, any will do. Here we go. So, first thing, you get a visual control on the screen, a non-screen control with a mouse of the different CC numbers. That's already something absolutely incredible. And you have, of course, the same here. You might wonder, well, why is there a y-axis with like now 6 faders and then 4 horizontal faders on the right? Well, this is the great thing about this plugin, and what I wanted to show you. Here it is. Let's say you want CC1, and you can just select CC1, CC2, CC4, and CC67, which are those here, and just control them with just CC1. Look at here. Isn't that great? On top of that, look at this. You can eventually say, hey, I just want the pitch bend up, just the up movement to control CC1. And here, of course, you can use the pitch bend, but in this case, I'm gonna use my mouse so you can see it visually. So it disables the pitch bend up and replaces it with the control of CC1, all internally. this is great. So I'm using here my complete control keyboard, and I'm gonna use the pitch bend up. I get a visual display of what I'm doing with my MIDI controller. And on top of that, I have the translation from one signal to another one. It's absolutely amazing. So imagine now you are a media composer. Most of them, they use MIDI CC11, 1, 2, let's say 3, 4, and it will do, well, look at this, watch this. Because when you right-click those sliders, not the pitch bend, of course, but these, you can re-effect all the sliders like this, CC11, CC1, CC2, and CC3. And let's say I want to make a special preset just for that purpose, and let's call it, I don't know, I'm a big fan of Spitfire audio myself, so Spitfire. And I have a preset for Spitfire audio. If I want to go back to the recall, the default preset, I go to, oh, there is no recall, of course. So let's redo it, that's not a problem. CC1, CC2, CC4, and CC67. Okay, and this is gonna be the default, okay? So now I'm gonna finalize everything and show you what it does with, let's say, a Spitfire audio library. Give me a second. Well, I got the dreaded rainbow wheel, and here it is. Let's say I want something like Olafur chamber grid. Okay, here we go. So you know how it works. And you can use, for example, dynamics and expression. So dynamics CC1 and expression CC11 with a single MIDI CC. And this is exactly what we're gonna do here. So I go to my Spitfire, CC1, CC11, and I'm coming here, and I choose exactly, well, the same ones. And I'm saying, oh, I just want to control everything with my mod wheel. And I chose these two. Here's what happens. Really useful. What about something from Cine Samples, as I like them a lot too. Showing some love for the people I like. Let's go for Cinewinds. Cinewinds is a very good example because it makes use of CC2 to control the vibrato on some patches. Let's see if it's the case here. Mapping, mixer, should be the case. Let's try it out. Let's go to here, CC1, CC2, CC3, and let's say that I want CC2, this time not CC, so CC1 to control these two here. Let's try it out. You see? And this with a single slider, a single MIDI CC instead of two. As simple as that. That's ModMate. And you can see also ShowMidi, which is the other MIDI effect plugin from Shane Dunn in partnership with Plugin Guru. What it does is it shows you exactly the information, because What happens in many cases with a lot of virtual instruments is that you cannot get to see the keyboard, and yeah, it's become a handicap. So Shane did this incredibly useful plugin that displays you a keyboard, the notes you are playing. Like now I'm striking a chord. See, and of course the pitch bend and the mod wheel. And speaking of the mod wheel, of course, again, just like with ModMate, it could be any single MIDI message, MIDI CC message. So really useful. You have octave up and down here, and you can also choose another keyboard size, just like such as 49 keys, 61 keys, and you also have like, how many controls do you want? You want the pitch bend with the 4 controllers? There you have them, and you can again choose the right message for you. In my case, I want CC11, CC1. Where is CC1 here? There we are. CC2, and let's say CC4 or CC3. There we go. And I'm gonna disable this one and just show you what happens. So CC1, CC2, that's CC11. I'm using my expression pedal or the expression message on my complete control keyboard. This is CC1, the dynamics, the vibrato, and of course I could also affect CC3. In this case I have nothing because I just opened an instance out of the blue, so that explains a lot. You see, those two are incredibly useful. Now there is a little app that I wanted to talk about to finish off this video, and it's also amazing. It's called Audioswift. What it does is it makes use of your MacBook or even your Mac, your iMac, your Mac Mini trackpad. If you have a Magic trackpad, you can use this application to translate your moves into MIDI messages. And you have to see, watch this, I mean, it's incredible what it does. So in this case, you have different modes, such as trigger to begin with, which transforms your trackpad, and the spot that you strike it. How can I say that? Audioswift transforms your trackpad, in this case, into a drum pad, and you don't have velocity sensitivity, but you have channel pressure. Isn't that great? I gotta show you that, guys. So what it does here in the preferences, you can affect a hotkey. So you see here audioswiftapp.com, and you have also tutorials on their website, and the guy Nigel Rios did an amazing job. So in general, here in the preferences, you can decide for a hotkey to use so that it enables the Audioswift mode, which will, of course, disable the mouse mode on your screen. And in my case, F15, because I have a longer keyboard from Apple. So I'm using the F15, and look, watch the space. It enables, you see, and my mouse, I can move it all the way I want. It won't react anymore. If I hit the F15 key again, I'm back to my mouse mode. So I'm gonna show you, for example, what it does with the slider. Okay, I've got 11 and 1 here. F15, and let's, oh, I forgot something. Sorry about that. ShowMidi. again, let's reopen it. Let's go back to Logic now. Let's keep it here that way so you see what happens. And I'm gonna re-enable Audioswift, and I will use my trackpad to change the MIDI messages. Look at this. Let's assume you want a second trackpad just for that purpose. Well, that's a very good controller, multi-purpose controller for just yeah, a few dozen dollars or euros. It's really useful. It requires macOS 10.11.6, which is not a biggie because I mean pretty much everyone nowadays is already running Mojave, which is not my case. I'm still on 10.12 for obvious reasons. I'm running a cheese grate Mac Pro here that I won't get rid of because it's perfect for what I do with it. But so you see several options to control your Omnisphere, your contact and everything. Let's recap those two plugins: ShowMidi and ModMate by Shane Dunn for pluginguru.com. Incredibly useful pieces of software for you guys. These two guys are cross-platform, so compatible with Windows and Mac. That's it for today. That was a longer video because we checked a lot of things. I hope you liked this video. Hit eventually the subscribe button if you did. And eventually also the bell button if you want to get updates about future videos. Thanks a lot for watching. See you next time, same place. Bye!